Less Talk, More Work Podcast.
Please rate, review, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LTMW Podcast to stay up to date with all things Less Talk, More Work. All right. Welcome back to the Less Talk, More Work Podcast. Today we have a special episode, I would say. We're talking to every single college athlete out there right now. Every college athlete that's going through it that is having their season canceled or is not having an ideal season. We're talking to every single one of you. We're going to give you 5 keys. This is what you need to do. This is how you need to prepare to make sure that these next few months of your season or not are productive. There's going to be adversity. There's going to be adversity for every single one of you. But you need to decide, are you going to grow from the adversity or are you going to let it hinder your progress? So we're going to give you 5 keys we're not going to try and take up too much of your time. We're going to give you 5 keys very efficiently, and we're going to set you up to hopefully make the best use of the adversity that you're about to experience. So, Jose, what is the start? What are the start to those keys?
Okay, so just like you mentioned, we're all facing adversity right now if we're talking about college athletes, and adversity to us is 3 things. So number 1, it is inevitable. You need to expect it. You need to prepare for it. So that means making a thorough plan that you know how to react when shit hits the fan, okay? It is also an opportunity. So this is on perspective, right? It depends if you view adversity as, oh, I'm too scared of this, or, oh, I don't know if I can handle this. No, you can, and it's an opportunity if you view it as such, okay? The third thing is that it's happening to every single athlete. There's no excuses. There's no way to feel like, oh, wait, this is only happening to me, because it's not, okay? So you're not special. It's happening to literally everybody. Your teammates, your rivals, you know, those people fighting for your spot, everybody's in the same boat. So there's no excuses here. Okay.
Everybody is in the same boat. You got that exactly right. So one of the main points here, that's the first thing, right? First thing, adversity is 3 things: inevitable, an opportunity, and it's happening to everyone. So what makes you different, right? How are you going to frame it? It's easy to be the pessimist. It's so easy to say, why is this happening to me? Let's use it as an excuse. This is why I didn't become a pro. This is why I'm not successful. You know, that 2020 COVID, right? You know, it ruined my senior season. It ruined my senior season. How am I supposed to go pro without having a senior season? Like, what am I supposed to do? So don't be the guy that makes those excuses. Don't be the guy that makes those excuses, because it's not doing anything good for you. Because all it is excuses. There's no benefit to it. Be the optimist. Be the optimist. Be the guy that looks at this situation and will be like, okay, let's do it. Let's get it. We can figure it out. We can prepare for it. We're going to grow from this. Number 2 on these 5 keys, don't be the victim. We talked about this. Don't be the pessimist. Don't be the victim. It's so easy. It's so easy. If you're going to live in this mindset of, oh, poor me, why is this happening to me? Then what's going to happen? You're going to believe that you can't succeed. You're going to keep saying it to yourself. And then we say this all the time. The difference between making it or not is believing that you can. You need to believe, be the aggressor. Be the aggressor. Say, this is a period of time that I'm going to grow from. It's not ideal. It's not exactly how I was going to draw it up. But either way, I'm going to grow from it. And some of the you that are listening right now are going to grow from it. And some of you are not. Some of you are going to listen to what we're saying. We're saying, yeah, okay, I'm going to take that. I'm going to put a plan together and I'm going to move forward from it. Okay. And some of you aren't. That's just the reality of the situation. So which one of those people are you going to be? That's number 2. 1 is adversity. Deal with it. It's inevitable. It's an opportunity. It's happening to everyone. Number 2, don't be the victim, right? Number 3, Jose, what is it?
Number 3, how are you different? So exactly like Eric said, you know, there's going to be people in category A who are willing to attack, people in category B who are too scared to attack. That is even more reason for people in category A to push the pace. Leave those people in the dust. Leave them. You're better than them. Be better. Okay. So what will make you different? Discipline, right? How are you going to differentiate yourself from category B? What will set you apart when you guys get back to your season? Huh? How are your coaches going to know who is working, who wasn't working, who deserves to play, who doesn't deserve to play? It's now. There's no other time than now.
So number 4, you need to make a plan. You have to prepare for these things, right? So what Josel and I have done is we put together the Let's Talk More Work Challenge, right? So every college soccer player, for sure, the majority of college soccer players are going to be in a position where we're not having a season. Maybe we're training a couple times a week. Maybe we're lifting with the team a couple times a week, but we're not getting games. We're certainly not getting games in the fall, right? So it's not ideal. So you need to make a plan. You need to find ways to get better. And we say this all the time. You cannot leave your growth up to randomness. So if you can't get better by playing games, we got to figure out another way to get better. Doesn't mean you can't, just means you have to figure out another way. So let's talk more work challenge. We're going to push you further than you've ever been pushed. Maybe spiritually, maybe physically, maybe in terms of your discipline. So it's going to be 30 days that are in your control. 30 days in your control. You're going to sleep at least 7 hours every day. You're going to meditate at least 10 minutes a day. Read 10 pages. I don't care what you read 10 pages of, but you're going to read every day. You're not going to drink alcohol for the next 30 days. You're going to work out 5 times a week, and you're going to journal. You're going to reflect on how you're moving forward, how you're developing, and how you're going to get better. And what's going to happen after these 30 days is going to be like, wow, so much of this is in my control. Mm-hmm. You can control it. It's right there for you. And you're going to make a decision. We've said this before. You're going to make a decision. Each and every single one of you that are listening to this podcast right now need to make a decision. Are you going to be somebody who's going to ask more out of life? Are you going to be somebody who grabs life by the neck? Or are you not? Right? So, ball's in your court. The ball is always in your court.
And we don't want anything out of this besides for you guys to win whatever battle you're fighting. Maybe the battle in your head against yourself, trying to take the easy way out. Maybe fighting to get that starting position or get to that next level, become a pro. We want you to win. That's all this challenge is about. Yeah? Do you agree?
We're literally just trying to make you better. We are trying. The purpose of this podcast is to make an impact, to expedite progress, to help people that, you know, we were in their shoes at one point. I'm talking to people right now who I'm in very similar shoes, right? And that's something, Josel, we talked about this before. We were doing this during quarantine, right? So when my season got shut down, when your gym got closed down, what do? We can make excuses. We can make excuses, but we didn't. And what do we have to show for it now? We're in a complete – where are you, Josel, now? Because you took control of your environment.
Nowhere I could have imagined.
100%. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible to see the future. It's impossible to understand what you're capable. Every single person watching this, you are capable than way more than you think you are, right? So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail and believe that you can, because you can. Okay. And that last part, we got 5, right? We had 4 for you. Number 1, adversity, right? It's inevitable. It's an opportunity. It's happening to everyone. Number 2, do not be the victim. Number 3, what's going to set you apart? Discipline. How do you differentiate yourself? Number 4, you need to make a plan. We gave you a plan, right? Now let's execute on it. Number 5, what is it, Jose?
Be grateful. So how you frame the world matters. So again, talking about perspective, if you can find a way to get it done, if you cannot make excuses for yourself, there's a whole nother world on the other side of maybe even this 30 days, maybe longer, maybe shorter, that you will never imagine that you could get to unless you commit to it. So, I mean, it speaks for ourselves when we went through the quarantine and we were going through that mental battle in our heads and how we took a step forward every single day, chiseling away at habits like these. And I can't be more thankful than that on the situation that we were in, no matter how bad it sucked, or maybe it seemed like it sucked. It really didn't. Now that we got through it.
That's it. It's all perspective, right? There's going to be a handful of guys that said, you know, my college soccer season is done, right? Poor me. There's going to be a handful of college soccer season or college soccer players that go, wow, what an opportunity. What an opportunity.
Let's
and then
go.
they're going to, and then they're going to grab it by the neck, and you know who's going to be the pro and who's not going to be the pro? The ones that grab it by the neck, right? So you got your plan. These are your 5 keys. Let's do it. Let's talk more work. We're out.
Let's Talk More Work Podcast.
Please rate, review, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LTMW Podcast to stay up to date with all things Let's Talk More Work. All right, guys, what's up? If you're listening to this, that means the episode just ended. So Josel and I just got really aggressive there. We were moving super fast and we accidentally forgot a part of the challenge. So there's some instructions that I want all of you guys to follow along with and be very clear as to how we're going about doing this challenge. So the steps for the challenge are, they're going to be 30 days, right? So it's 30 days that are in your control. You're going to sleep for 7 hours at least every day. You're going to meditate for 10 minutes every day. You're going to read 10 pages, whatever you want to read 10 pages every day. You're not going to drink alcohol. You're going to work out 5 times a week, yoga 4 times a week, and journal 1 page a day, right? So this is going to take a lot of discipline. And I know what a lot of you are probably thinking is, Eric, what do? I don't know how to meditate. I don't know, what am I supposed to just work out arbitrarily? So this is my first point. The internet exists for everybody. Less talk, more work. So you're going to make excuses or you're not. That being said, we're here to help, right? We're trying to make an impact. We're trying to spread positivity and help people get better. So if you don't know how to meditate, if you don't know how you're going to do yoga, reach out to me. Reach out to Josel. We will help you, okay? So we got 30 days starting today of discipline, and you're going to be better for it. All right, guys? So I'm looking forward to doing this journey with you. Last but not least, you can sign up. There's going to be a link below. You're going to sign up, enter your email, and we're going to be doing it together, right? So Less Talk More Work community will build, and we're going to grow together as people. So I'm looking forward to doing this, and I can't wait to have you guys along.